Can't talk about real estate when we go live.
I don't know.
I don't
Do
Hold
whatever
your
you
composure.
I don't. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's out of
Good
the
morning,
scope.
rise and grind. It is time again for this holiday edition of Wake and Bake with the Grocery.
Wake and Bake.
Welcome everybody here in the very beginning. Hopefully you guys
Merry
can hang out
Christmas
for a little
Eve.
while. And
Good morning.
let's get high.
Welcome to the show.
It's Christmas Eve, isn't it?
Yes.
Indeed it is.
I wouldn't know because here's what's been happening in this house. So somebody apparently is Jewish because
There's a
he
menorah.
has wanted to open a present every day for 12 days.
That's why you get so many.
That's the truth.
And I'm like, but it's not
Hanukkah,
Christmas.
man. Hanukkah.
Do you want to have one good day or a bunch of good days?
For sure, man.
Yeah, but
I'm in the basket of having like 24 plus good days.
Let's
What?
go.
Let's do it.
but
Let's go.
I don't know because then it's like then it takes away from the day.
I'm offended,
Like,
lady.
it's the day. You know, when you were little and you had that stupid calendar that held candy canes on it,
The
and
Advent
every day
calendar.
you had to eat the
Yeah.
candy cane until it was to Christmas time.
You're insulting.
That's for the
people
children.
for
That
Advent
stupid calendar, huh?
Your stupid Advent
This
calendar.
dumb calendar with chocolates in it. You gotta get some
I'm just
chocolates in it.
Fuck you guys. Merry
Now
Christmas.
you know that Sequence would eat the Advent calendar chocolates early. You want to have it a
Probably.
day early.
Plus,
Run
If I
out.
was a kid, I'd probably eat like a week at a time.
So he
Man.
cannot wait for the
Cheap
so every
chocolates.
day we open a present for like the past 2 days. Was it 2 or 3 days? I
Mhm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Except for last weekend when we had the girls and then we opened a present with them too. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've just never met anybody so excited.
It's all about finding those loopholes, chat. If you got
That's right.
open
Read
one,
the
you
fine
gotta
print,
see, my
man.
kids have to wait until tomorrow, and I bet you they'll tell you they're suffering.
get-
Who wants
Listen,
kids to suffer?
What?
it's different for kids because
Gotta
Christmas
wait.
is on Christmas Day, but Christmas is Sunday this year, so it makes more sense as adults. No kids in the house. Open up your stuff on like Friday, Saturday. Have fun with it during the weekend.
Yeah.
You know,
That's been his point is
Yeah.
well
Have fun with it.
that way the whole weekend's over by Sunday. So why don't we open them tonight, meaning last night,
I like
so we
it,
have
man.
the whole weekend to enjoy them.
here's what the chat.
I like his thinking, though, man. He
Yeah.
tries to make a completely festive week
Yeah,
celebration
you know,
rather
it's
than just one
logic.
big banger, man.
In my opinion, watertight logic. You know, so we're good.
There you go.
Yeah, and then you know what it is? You know what it was? The whole thing was just so he could say and bring out the ultimate vag dryer yesterday.
The badge dryer.
He bought himself a big fucking RC truck.
It's super cool, chat.
It's-
Do you want to go get your
it's-
toy and show
Go
everybody
get your
else?
toy.
Show us.
You can't just
It's
talk about it.
amazing.
You got to be about it, bro.
The other day he
It's
comes
tiny
out
truck.
and I'm in here watching TV and he comes around the corner and he's like, I bought something and it's gonna be delivered today.
He's all
And I was
excited.
like thinking a sex swing?
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't know
Hey,
what
it'd be
it
a good
was.
weekend,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then he's like, an RC truck.
You're like, how am I
And
going to
I
get
was
fun
like,
out of this?
Oh,
Oh, okay, honey. That's
Oh.
great. We'll have fun with
This
that,
is
man.
what we're
I'm
doing.
excited. So yeah,
morning, Tara.
I used to have a cool RC truck, and I had to sell it at one point. So I had a brushless Emax. If anyone knows what that is. But every time you drove that thing, it would go like 70, 80 miles an hour. So if you crashed it, it would break. So Porch Farmer's into rock crawling trucks. So I went and bought a rock crawling truck. So now
Yeah.
So now you can go play with him, right? Oh, shit.
Now we can
I
have
like
our
that it's
fun.
tarp blue. There we go.
So they got real axles, real
Portal axles.
locking differentials, real
Look at you
gear.
eyeballing it, Fortune.
Green guy, look how excited!
He is, dude.
I'm Price is writing the fuck out of it because I
Yeah.
know you're so excited.
Show them what they've got, Vanna.
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, Vanna doesn't show off products.
No, she
She
just
doesn't even
spins
turn a
the
letter
wheel.
anymore. She just goes boop.
There's actually a lot of stoners that are into this sport.
2 cents. I got this hoodie right from Dab Smith, so hit him up and maybe he can get you one.
Yeah, you've had that for a minute now. Shout out to Dab Smith. I haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, good dude. He's in stores now too. That's really cool to see. You know, being able to be sold at licensed
Getting out there.
dispensaries and all that stuff. So went through all the trouble. Good for him. It's cool to see us, right, make it through the system to the, you know, wherever you're supposed to be.
Yeah, hitting the end goal,
Right.
or at least the new end goal.
Porch
Thanks.
Farmer Noob Grows says that remote control truck rock climbing is not a sport.
That's an absolute
But is it fun
lie.
though? It doesn't have to be a sport. Is it fun?
There's even classes for it.
Yeah, and look, you have to be an athlete to do it. You know,
What? Why do you have to be an athlete to use an RC?
well, you stand the whole time. You're holding stuff.
Yeah, imagine trekking
I
through
mean,
the
that's
woods.
what most
following
jobs are:
these little
standing and
tent
holding
scale.
things.
You're an athlete.
You're
still.
hiking. You are
I'm an
hiking.
athlete. No, sir. This is a Wendy's. I'm sorry. Can I take you? I'll
Yep.
tell everybody in the back of the house that I'm the hero.
Playing with toys is playing. These are hobby grade.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the drift RC
Oh, yeah.
cars? I just
Yeah,
saw
dude, I've got
those.
one of those
That was
too.
pretty cool. Oh, of
Those
course.
are awesome.
Now, what makes it a drift car besides the ability to drift? Does it have different
Hard
tires on it?
plastic tires, yeah.
Okay. Can you
They
flip
used
them?
to
And then
do.
the gyro and
They used to make tires out of PVC pipes,
yeah,
and
Just
then
cut-
that's what they would drift with.
cut little sections and slip it over your wheel.
Yep.
You can do that with golf carts too.
That's a cool idea. I like
Why
that.
don't you guys do the kart racing with PVC wheels?
Yeah, that's a thing.
They would kick us out.
Yep. Yeah, people make like drift trikes. They'll make little trike bicycles, you know.
Yeti's got a crazy cart.
And they'll
That's the
put
same thing, man.
PVC
That's a
on the
drifting
wheels.
go-kart.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Yeti and Amanda.
Yep.
Yeti went go-karting with us and then bought a crazy cart. He liked go
Right away, like a week later.
I want this thing to slide, not grip.
Right? What are you holding up there, Charlie?
Frozen jelly, grown by Hollandaise and processed by Yeti. Super nice, icy grape terps.
Nice.
Very
Oh, yeah.
nice.
2 cents. I am a Karen. That's why the shit's going
I am
down
a
right
Karen.
now.
Karen's will
Ah.
kill 'em.
Karens get shit done.
It's all right,
I
Chad.
don't think anybody historically is trying to argue with Karen.
It doesn't go down
just-
well.
It just happens that way.
Yeah, that's whatever.
You can. Spartan does all the time.
Shout out to Spartan Grown. Speaking of the extended team, make sure you guys come through tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Bro Show Live. We will be doing a live. I don't know who's going to be there, how it's
Christmas
going to go
time.
down, but
We'll have a show.
definitely some kind of community fellowship. Make sure you guys stop by for it.
Yeah.
Don't
And at
have
the
to
same
work
time,
one
I'd
day.
be remiss if I didn't mention that it's much better experience if you switch over from Top Chat to Live. And if I caught you in Top Chat before you switch it over, go out and give us a thumbs up.
Somebody will be wearing a Christmas hat in that show. And we might
I
have guest
will-
panelists, like, because most people won't have to work on Monday. So we'll probably, like Porch Farmer was saying, we'll probably have some other
Oh,
folks in the show.
hell yeah. What about you, Charlie? You coming through?
For
Oh,
sure.
don't trip people on live. You
I'll
can't.
bring my sweater.
I want to see Sequence and Painted Lady wear one of those two-person sweaters.
Yeah, dude.
We could
Just
figure that
one
out.
big person.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a whole bunch of funny Christmas sweaters at Spencer's when we took the girls to the mall last weekend. And
I fucking love Spencer's, dude.
I thought
I'm
about,
still a big kid in there.
there was a couple funny ones, but
They're fading away, man.
They did have funny Christmas sweaters in Spencer's.
I love Spencer's. It's such a great store.
I mean, that's where you get your novelty fucking weed and mushroom coffee cups. That's where
Or
you
your
can-
sex swing.
That's right.
Yeah.
swings, tapestries, sure.
Whatever you want.
I'm not buying sex toys from the novelty gift shop.
You want durability. You want to buy those
Yeah.
Craftsman
Well,
versions
right
of the sex
before.
swing, right?
That shit's
You know, I can take
expensive,
it back
man. You
in
gotta go
next door.
straight to China and buy it.
Yeah.
yeah, where the good stuff.
That's the
Where
good
the
stuff.
3-year-olds are
Wow.
making it.
That's right.
Handcrafted.
The wheels are coming off already, man. God, yeah.
I mean, sorry, but
Anybody got any good plans for today? What's going on?
We're opening
watch
presents.
football.
Oh,
Ball?
Back to the gifts.
Go blue.
Go Lions.
Go
Lions play today too.
Lions. I don't think Michigan.
Oh man, I was reading on Reddit this morning, and some dude had spent $490 on the tickets. He was all geeked to go and shit, and then couldn't get the flight out because of the fucking storm. I'm like, dude, that's awful.
Oh, I was gonna say that's a good way to advertise you have tickets for sale.
Well, they sold already.
Right.
Somebody
Oh, yeah,
fucking hit DMs and fucking snatch those up quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that won't last.
I have to, after the show, I have to start cooking. We got a party over at the house today. We got the kids and extended family. So those that are close by will be over. Those that are far away will be toasted and thought of. So hopefully you guys, no matter who you're spending your day with, use it as a day to be grateful. Use it as a day as an excuse to get extra fucking baked. And treat yourself, man. Self-care. Fuck it.
Treat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Self-care is
Treat
not
yourself.
selfish.
That's right. Get yourself an RC truck, Chad.
Yes.
You know,
Dry your wife's vaginas.
do what you got to do.
You know what? If
You
just
know
don't
what?
let her see it. That's okay. You just
Oh, yeah, don't. She won't
do
see it. She'll just hear it.
downstairs Or go outside in the warm 3 degrees that it is now.
Play with it in
Oh,
private.
4. We warmed up to 4.
You play with your toy while she plays with hers.
She'll be watching house listing shows.
Yeah.
You'll be watching Bravo. Get out of here. You know what it's going to be.
I love some $1 Million Listing. Watching all those millionaires' homes and how the other half lives. It's fun.
You know what's
to
funny
do.
is when I'll be flipping the channels and I'll go by Bravo. I always think of Painted Lady and Mama Red when I see Bravo.
Bravo Red, yup.
Whenever those two get together, that's all they do is just talk about shows on Bravo.
Talk about Bravo shows.
And Amanda, too.
Oh man, is in
loves
it too.
it,
Yeah.
too. Yep. All 3 of us sitting there. I love it. I don't have anybody to talk to about I used to have a bunch of gay friends that I talked to about them, but now I don't really talk to those guys. So it's like, damn, now I don't have any Housewives fans or somebody to talk about the Southern Hospitality with. That's the newest. It's like, damn, I can't talk to him about it.
Nobody in chat's piping up either.
That's
No.
his badge dryer. That's his fucking dick drinker.
Yeah.
So, when I talk about Bravo shows, I don't talk about them, you guys. That's not. I don't ever talk about them to them. I would like to, but I don't.
You want somebody to hit your DMs about it. Let's talk about Bravo.
Did you hear what that bitch said? Yeah, that's. I'm like, holy shit! Can you believe it?
She
There's probably
won't. Mama Red's not watching this because Red's not on this show. Probably not
Yeah.
watching this, but
Shout out to Daddy Red. He usually is around.
Text her after the episodes and be like, "Did you see blah blah blah?"
Oh, not after. During. Well, no. Usually I watch them on the read.
There's probably a Reddit for that.
Oh,
There is.
most definitely.
I don't
Get on
do
there.
that.
Right away.
The less I'm on my phone, the better. I hate looking at that thing, man.
Discord.
Oh,
Yeah.
Different phone app now.
That's-
right?
that's even
Well, you go to
bigger
the PC.
backfire.
You could probably yell at Alexa and get it to tell you some of that
There
information.
you go.
Tell me Bravo tidbits.
Let's
There's a skill
debate
for
Bravo
that.
TV shows.
You know, when we talked about doing a wake and bake, I did not think we'd be talking about PVC tires and fucking
Well,
bed dryers.
I wanted to
and-
bring. I
It's
wanted.
Christmas. What else are we talking about?
Exactly.
Tires, dryers, and Bravo, man.
Mhm.
I wanted to bring up some people in
Christmas
chat
season.
don't have power. They brought that up. Hopefully you guys get power back soon.
Oh
No
yeah.
power and killing their battery.
Dude, I
watching
lost
us.
my power last night, man. But you know
Did
what?
you?
Kapow, the fucking Generac. That bitch came on in 30
Oh, yeah.
seconds. Kapow,
Nice.
man. Good
That's
job.
real
Nice.
shit, man.
Yeah, man.
And every time it turns on, you're like, sweet, that was an investment that wasn't wasted money. Because it's
Yeah.
a lot of
Every
money.
time
Yeah, dude.
You know,
You know.
it is, but it's not. I think, I'll be honest with you, I think it was like 7K, but it'll do the whole entire fucking house. It's not one of those things where, like, if you flick the light on in the bathroom and you open the door to the refrigerator, it'll pop the
Right.
fucking shit. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's pretty fucking cold out, and
Yeah.
I hope everybody out there is able to stay
My-
warm and stay
My
safe.
thoughts
And
are with you guys that don't have power. Hopefully, you're able to heat your house and your pipes don't freeze and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
not great weather to have your power go out. I'm using the weather as a great excuse to not go see my mom. Hopefully, some of you guys are able to do that.
yeah,
And
My
then
mom's coming to see me.
that's too bad. No, I'm kidding. But if you don't want to see your in-laws or whoever, just tell them you don't want to drive in the snow. It's a great time for that. And
Like, don't you know about the blizzard?
bundle up at home, enjoy your weed and your coffee, and
Kitten.
put on
Yeah.
the holiday.
yeah, man. Jam some fucking music and have a good day.
Hell yeah.
Red and Becker watched. They were talking about how they watched the Grateful Dead Yule Log
Mm-hmm.
YouTube live stream for several
Yeah.
days straight during Christmas season. I think
like
he's going to
15
play it until
days.
the first of the year. He said.
Yes.
Which- I like the Dead, but that sounds like torture. So good luck to Becca and anyone else in their house.
Anyone else being held captive audience?
They are
Our
captive.
thoughts are with you, man.
I got my ass kicked in Scrabble last night. That was his gift that he opened.
What?
Was it last night?
I
the
asked
night
for
before.
Scrabble, so she got me a Scrabble game. That was
He
really
loves
sweet.
Scrabble, so that we gotta. I guess
So
it's not
what's
over
the
here.
craziest word that you made up out of your tiles yesterday?
Oh, nothing good.
We sucked. I was terrible.
At first, so like the first 20 words we played were all 4 letters, and then
Oh, yeah. It starts
and
out.
then because you got to get your brain going. But then we opened her up. But yeah, we didn't have any like 7-letter words or nothing yesterday. I
Yeah,
think we
you
got
can't.
6.
I was gonna say you could use like tintinabulation as a fucking word, but you don't have that many tiles unless you really suck.
Do you like Boggle?
Boggle. What are you, Peggy Hill down there?
I have a
Boggle
Dude, I
fucking
love
champion?
Boggle. Boggle is classic.
Oh, now we have a fire.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Uh-huh.
The burning bush.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably
Anyway, chat,
copyrighted.
Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us today. It's, spending your Christmas Eve with us is really cool. So thank you. We figured we'd just kind of do a little show since, sometimes you don't want to hang out with your family and we get it. So cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always want to hang out with you guys, man. It's
Chat,
always a good time.
Chat, what do you want to talk about, chat? While you're spending time with us on your Christmas Eve.
Well, I'll start it
What's
by
everyone
saying
smoking on?
shout out to Blue Kiss Gardens. I'm smoking some of her Mac 1 that I got off of Tara from Old Man's house. Cheers. I hope you guys are able to smoke along with us. Definitely seaweed. Shout out to 2020 Mendocino.
Bro, our seedlings are perfect.
Let's talk about them.
I haven't been putting pictures up because we've been spraying them with
You should go do a live viewing.
what's it called?
Now, that's a Christmas gift.
Bloom
sulfur?
yellow bottles.
Yeah, the bloom yellow bottles. So they have like brown
They're
foliage
spot.
on
They
them,
have freckles. They have freckles.
but they didn't. How most of the time you put a seedling in a cup, it'll stretch like real far. Not at all. These are awesome. The light that's over them is really cool. It's like an 85 watt
It's a
Core 85, right?
Rapid LED Core 85.
Okay, and then they're just in cups, but they got like 3 sets of True Leaves now, and they're very, very close together. So I'm excited about it. All the plants look really good.
My first thing I always want to do is I want to see what my leaf structure is going to be like on it. Not like the plant, but what kind of leaves does it have? Like the duck.
They're pretty serrated leaves. They're like jaggedy ones. They look cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go down there and show it.
Yeah. There's one that's kind of a mutant. So we're waiting to see if that one snaps out of it. I don't think it's gonna. I think that's a cherry crescendo, but it had trouble getting up and then it it's acting weird. But
I kicked my truck.
he can. Oh no. Well, look at he's bending over on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that truck.
Reed, are you muted?
Can you hear me?
There,
We can hear you now, very faintly. Very
barely.
quiet.
Long rip.
Yeah, he was muted.
Anyway, yeah. So they're doing pretty good. I'm excited to see how they turn out. We didn't get any of those Limarilla to go, which is kind of a bummer. We're bummed about that, but anyway, we'll see if the Arise and Golden Goat, all three of those are up and running. They're starting to go, so he'll show you those. I just put those in the middle yesterday so they get most optimum light in all of them. But oh, here, I guess I better exit so when he enters, I can enter him into the show. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, Lobster, BK.
Did
all
ever
you
get
guys.
any more Ogreberry seeds, Skillbo?
No, I tried to pop those on my first run downstairs and fucked them up because it was too cold down here.
Gotcha.
That's why I had to use the rest of my 2020 seeds for outdoor. But going back to that, I have gotten into the fucking Humboldt Afghani now that it's been curing for like 2 months. Holy shit, man. That's got a nice stone to it.
Nice.
Nice.
Lower
One of
me
the best
down,
environment
man.
experience
Not quite
doing is,
sleepy. Yeah. Hey, there's Daddy Red. Merry Christmas.
There's Daddy Red.
We were talking about you and Mama Red a little bit ago.
Yeah, I was just talking Bravo.
Uh-oh, I hear the door knock. Who is here? Well, there we go. It's time for plants. Let's pop him up into the big one. There we go.
Those look great.
There we go. Cherry crescendo right there.
Nice. Yep. I can't. Yeah, that's.
That's a nice stack there.
There's the get. I think some of those are the get down. If he goes over, I don't know. He's muted himself, so I don't know. Those little ones in the middle are the Arise and Golden Goat. That one, those two, and then the one in that the back row is the Mutant, and that's that little one is Arise and Golden Goat. Yeah, there's the Mutant.
That's
It might come out of it. You never know.
I don't know what's happening with it.
throwing out that weird little leaf and then
Yep. So we'll see. We're just gonna see what happens with it. I'm just curious. I always do that though. I like to see how they grow. But
yeah,
they're all doing really well. They're all happy with the. I've just been spraying. There's the Core 85. I love that thing, man. I've used that thing for years. Gee.
Oh, it's just
there,
you
there
now,
you
right?
are.
See that shit. Jesus Christ, not this early in the morning.
It's too early.
Woo. Yeah, I've used that thing ever since when I was DGC, just religious watcher every day, and I was learning it. And I remember the dude always talked about that Core 85, and so I bought one. And I love it. I love it for my seedlings and my little clones and everything. It's just always been really, really nice. Never burns, never stretch, never anything. So, yeah, I don't know much more about that company really, other than that. But I've bought that, or I bought that years ago, and I just love it. So
I think having the ability to not stretch shit right out of the gates is really making your job easier in the long run, man. Like,
yeah.
You can start some shit, and before you know it, let's say you go away for a couple days, you come back, and now it's fucking way all up. And you're going, God, man, I don't even want to fuck with this right now, man. Like, let's keep it tight. Let's stack those nodes.
Thank you for that wonderful tour.
Welcome.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I didn't say garden tour.
Song.
Garden tour. Party
Garden
time.
tour.
Excellent.
I really like that light. If you guys saw it, it really holds those
So how much
plants
is something
out.
like that retail for?
$100. I just looked it up because
$100.
it looks really good. Yeah, for $100.
Yeah,
I
it's
use a
not bad.
40 watt. I have two.
Normally,
40
you've
watts.
got to fucking replant them and bury them deeper, or do all sorts of
Right.
stuff to like prop them up. And that light is the bee's knees for popping seeds. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
It's
What's
like
the name of it one
safer-
last time?
What was that?
What was the name of it one last time?
Core 85.
It's a Rapid
Rapid
LED is the company. But yeah, the guy from the dude from DGC always talked about those, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a go. He always talked about how much he liked it, and so I tried it too. And shit, I'm a fan. So nobody ever talks about him besides
No.
him. So I don't know. Oops. put it back to the. I'm too blind. I got to see everybody.
There's a good question on how far away is it that Jeffro asks. How far away your seedlings are from the light?
Kind of tried to show, but it's hard to tell. It's about maybe
6 inches.
Yeah, 6, 7 inches.
That's great that you can get that close to it, man.
It has a really long. It came with a really long hanger. I don't know what string basically, or whatever
Rope ratchet?
wire. And so basically, what I do is I just adjust it when I need to, so I can like wrap it around, and so I can move it up or down as much as I want. And it just, I don't know, it's awesome. I love
And
it.
then how big of a footprint do you think that'll cover for veg?
It's like 3 foot wide.
Yeah.
I don't know the actual dimensions of it, but it's pretty wide. It's
Great
much
to start
wider
with.
than you need. Yeah. Great to start with. Because like if you have one of those metal shelves, like you saw, those racks that people will use, it's about that width. So it's perfect to sit. You could probably put them in between the rack levels like people used to do with T5s and all sorts of different things.
That was going to be my next thing if I was going to do another level, to get another one. But yeah, I recommend it. They are an awesome little light, and not really much pull, amperage pull either. So I mean, we've been running it for what, a month now, and it didn't really raise my energy bill at all. But we did have to add a heater.
Yeah.
So
It's efficient. It doesn't generate heat. So we
Did you go with the oil one?
Yeah.
Okay. And those are only like $40 right now, if you can find
Yeah.
one right now.
it gets it up to like 74 in there, and it's really made a difference with how they're growing, because it was only like 61.
Yeah.
And so they were just kind of like,
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
And that's with that heater in a big room. If you had an actual tent or something with that heater in there, it would hold temperature way better.
I have a
this is
question
like a
for
10 by
you.
10, I think.
So could we hook that oil heater up to like an bird or something like that and make it so it'll come on and turn off and everything else would be good to go?
Yeah.
Perfect.
So my when I would set up those drying tents, you remember,
Oh,
I had
yeah.
a humidifier and a dehumidifier on an Inkbird set to 60%. So they'd fight each other to 60%. And then I had a heater and an AC on an Inkbird. And so the drying tents stayed at 60 all the time, even though they were in a garage or in a shed or whatever. I even put insulation panels, those 1-inch foam board panels, with aluminum tape all around the outsides of these tents so they would hold temperature. Worked really, really good.
That weed turned out really, really good.
Really, really good.
Setup.
I have a question about your humidity control on the Inkbird side. I'm about to get something like that, and it's really for the seeds. My cloning is fine. But let's imagine a 2x4. Do you guys use a fogger or like one of those amphibian? Yeah. Do you have a recommendation for that?
Have what?
A recommendation?
Not
avoid?
necessarily. I would recommend one that you can fill from the top for any sort of a humidifier, because they're gonna have a tank. Most of them fill from the bottom, and that sucks because you got to take it out, flip it over, and do a bunch of stuff. The fill from the top ones are good. On the Inkbird, you can actually set an alarm, so it'll say when your humidity gets too low, and what that means to you is that you ran out of water. So you hear your tent beeping, you go, oh, put water in the humidifier. And that's how we kept up on it. Because
That's
there's
kinda
no real, there are constant supply humidifiers, but they're really expensive. And you don't really need one that is that size for a grow tent.
Right.
Or
Usually with a little
whatever
4x4.
the case is. Yeah. So you can get like a home one, and then if you have an Inkbird, you can put an alarm on your humidity. And, that's a really big benefit.
Now, how much is an Inkbird controller going to cost me?
They're like $30, $25. It's really cheap.
So less than $150, and I can be halfway out. Perfect.
It's the coolest tool I ever found in a grow, and I really used it for a lot of things.
Yeah, they were so cheap. I bought one just to set on my shelf in case I ever decide to use it. They're like that level,
Yeah, it's
Just
like
get
having
one.
an extra camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dro brought up a thing of that AC Infinity has new humidifiers. That's what I was more curious in. So I know people were using the amphibian foggers or reptilian things, and I know that somebody probably just took that and slapped their own sticker
Right.
and the green
Let's
tags
see,
on it.
see what
but
Dro is saying. Dro is saying do it.
DIY fogger, yeah. I think
Cheaper.
I've heard of people doing like taking a wet rag or something and put it in rooms just to
Yeah, you can just hang a wet rag.
yeah. Yeah, but
You
I
can
like
use the
I like
water
the
wall.
control. I want the data
Water
nerd
wall.
stuff.
Everybody's got an extra
Do a
pump.
water wall like they do in a greenhouse, Charlie, where you
That's
just run water down a wet wall and then blow a fan across it.
Isn't that an Oasis song?
Wonder wall.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Somebody play it, man.
Yeah, like one of those swamp
Morning,
coolers.
Becca.
It's just a fan with a piece of cardboard.
Morning,
from
Becca.
it. Water flows through the cardboard and the air blows through that.
Yep.
That makes it
Swamp
humid as
cooler
shit.
right?
There's
Yeah.
a lot of ways. Yeah.
Yeah, we got one of those for the shop at work. Shut it right back off.
You know, that's one big difference is how much shit has leveled up in 10 years of doing this now. In the very beginning, dude, it was some bubble gum and fucking paperclip bullshit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
We're
how
all
can
using
I-
like 6-inch loud ass fans, and
fuck yeah, man.
that's
They
why
were
Joe
such a,
brought up the AC Infinity. Like that's a new thing that since 2 years ago when I researched the stuff, I haven't ran into yet, right? So it's always like you're saying.
10 years ago, there was such a DIY component to being a home grower.
Skilbo, do you remember when I handed you an HPS light like it was a gift?
Fuck yeah, that 1,000-watt big ass.
Yeah, dude, I was like, here you go, man. I'm never
you're
gonna
like,
use this again. And you're like, sweet, and whatever.
He was like, dude, if you want it, man, come over to the caddy and fucking just grab it out of the bag. Okay. Then I came away with
You
that super
bet.
glue the same day too. Remember?
Now, if I handed you that, you'd be like, quit giving me this garbage.
What do you want me to do with this?
I was over at old man's house, and he inherited a bunch of grow shit from somebody, and he was like, dude, if you need anything. So I'm looking, and it's like all hoods and fucking digi ballasts, and I'm like, wow, and it's to the point like when I changed over completely to LED, I had two 400 watts and a 600 watt HPS, and I could not give those motherfuckers away. Couldn't give them away, man. So when I moved, I ended up taking them to the dump, just like every other thing that I got rid of. Like
you remember when it was the big debate? Like, is LED ever going to be good enough? That type of thing.
In the beginning, it was because if you want to go back and maybe find something, I watched. Let me see. Growing with Mr. Tight was doing it back then. He was testing a blurple out, and I grow.
Yeah, they were straight robbing people with those lights back then. That did not help the cause, like for LEDs.
The only thing that was good about a blurple was it was good for seedlings.
Yeah, I mean,
it kept your shit
lights,
nice and tight and dense, but.
They were all marketed with just straight up lies on voltage and like all sorts of stuff, and nobody got what they were paying for. So they all thought that, oh, my 1,000-watt LED light sucks, but it was really 60 watts or whatever, and like just put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. And finally, we got good full spectrum white lights that actually are their true wattage when they're advertised, and now people can actually get something good. I think that really hurt the cause for sure.
that reminds me. What lights are you going to use down there for your grow?
I don't know.
We have a whole variety
selection
of between HLG. We've got some. I have a regular HLG 550 V2 that's just like a 35, or is it 3000 Kelvin, something like that. And then I have a B spec. And then we have I have a CMH, a 315, and then some blurps.
some bar lights.
Plug it all in.
If I was going to do anything, I would do bar lights right now.
One
We're
of those
only gonna
big
need
tents,
2
get all the
lights.
side lighting and everything. Get it coming up from the floor.
Yeah, there you
Just
go.
press the plan
And the
out.
Gloriflex, the 8-bar, so 8-blade.
I like the bars
Those are
lit
sick.
lights the best. Personally.
Probably most efficient. Then we
Yeah,
can
what's
plug
your
that into
ceiling
the
height like?
240.
You can get them the closest. You can,
Yeah.
It'll reduce the power.
yeah.
So
See, I got
good.
height, so I like my 650 yards.
Yeah,
But
650.
yeah, if you
like a high bay.
your height, then yeah, get bar lights.
But a
Yeah.
650, you got to stay like what, 12 to 18 inches away from the canopy?
No,
No,
that's what they recommend. But
Yeah,
I've been within 8.
What I like about bars is you can run yo-yos.
I've been
Cool.
within 8 inches
Instead
of
of a big
650
flat
R
panel.
without bleaching the bud.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what he chooses. Stay tuned, peeps.
It'll be fire.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. He's going to be feeding them some jacks here pretty soon, and I've just been spraying them a little bit. You know, when they're seedlings, they need a little bit of food. So I've just whipped up a little Bloom Yellow bottles.
Minor nutrition.
Yeah, and they seem to have responded well to that. So now he's going to take over with Jax pretty soon. And
I'm gonna automate it. That's the plan.
Yeah, I just harvested my whole Jax or my whole Bloom Yellow run. Smells really good.
yeah, I think you're going to be happy.
Which plants did you take down?
I took down 2 Swamp Sticks, a Grateful Breath, a Platinum Kush Breath, a Fruity Pebbles OG times Alien Dog Cherry, and Durban Poison Fallen Soldier from CSI Humboldt.
Oh yeah.
It's like super, super lemon.
You'll have to let us try that Swamp Sticks grown.
I was just going to say that Swamp Stick's the one
Yeah.
I'm interested in, man.
It smells the same. Like,
Well, that's because that's the one we
It's the
smoked
same.
before.
Right.
Yep. So yeah, I ran it against my Grateful. Like I really wanted to get the breath in there because that's a constant for me. So
As for those kitten butts, I can't get enough.
they are just
Yeah,
hopping
they're
around
fun.
back there.
Enjoying the snow. I think we skipped over a question, but it was a good one. I think that kind of
Yeah.
goes with all the heavy terps was the smell technology. I don't have a real good advice. I have used what are they called?
The fresh
Like-
filters are really popular. AC Infinity is another go-to. They sell filters
Still-
paired with fans.
Still in carbon
what-
filters and pre-filters. That's
Whatever you
watch your
do,
pre-filter.
if you are worried about your smell, it's a matter of do not buy the cheapest fucking filter you can find. You're gonna have to spend good money for it, and these things don't last forever.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna hear about you can take the shit out of them and you can put them in an oven and you can reactivate them. No, you're not gonna be able to get your fucking oven hot enough to do that. It's just a cost of doing business. You know what I mean?
Yep,
If that's an issue, if that's a deal breaker,
it's a
buy the best.
consumable.
Make sure you buy the best fucking carbon scrubber filter you can find, and then make sure that you have the right fan speed CFM for it.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
going to
don't
bring
wanna-
up. This is the
You don't
most
want to pull the
important
air
thing.
too fast or too slow. Yeah.
You don't want to pull it too fast. So if your fan is too strong for your filter, you're going to pull air through that's not filtered, and smell will leave your house. So you can have a giant filter and a small fan because it's going to pull all filtered air through the fan, but you do not want it to be the other way around. So if you have a really powerful fan, which is what a lot of growers have, especially if they had HPS lights back in the day,
Oh, yeah.
your
I can have a bunch
filter
of them.
has to be appropriately large or you'll have a problem. So
I'm just imagining running 2 6-inch fucking squirrel fans like in
Right.
line with each other.
From
but
my
you can have
opinion,
like the giant canister fans that sit on the floor, like you've seen them. They're like 4 foot tall, 5 foot tall. That doesn't matter. They'll just last a long time. But if you have a giant fan, you can't have a small filter. You'd be fucked.
I used to tie bags. I forget what they're called, but it's like activated charcoal, same kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Mhm.
But they were in bag form.
It's like for aquariums. Yeah.
Yeah, and I would hang them just decoratively on doorknobs on doors, just so there was that added layer of filtering going on throughout the whole
Sure.
house. Yeah.
There's stuff you can do in your house. Like you can run an inline fan with a filter on it, just recirculating air. And that'll filter the air and the smell out of your house from like smoking or whatever. People also do that in grow rooms where it won't ever go outside, but it's just filtering the air in the room, and they'll put a filter there. In commercial grows, they'll put a UV light in a box in that system to kill mold spores while they filter the air in the room. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Depends on how much money you want to spend.
Yeah,
But
you
that's
can
one way to
filter
contact.
Always a budget issue.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing I learned as a beginner grower was like every grow I had where I didn't have enough money to do the thing I needed to do. Like, oh, I can't buy wall fans. Let's see how it goes. Fail. You know, like you always have to have all the stuff.
Yeah,
Once I was able to have all of the things, like the controller for the heat or the timer for the lights, you didn't have to do whatever, you know. You eliminate problems.
yep. put the
Rusty Nails is
checklist
telling
together,
everybody to
check
cook
it off.
bacon instead of fixing the filters.
That's the real
It's a
truth.
win-win, man.
That is always a win-win.
The BLT filter.
Just be cooking good meat all the time.
Fire up a smoker in your house.
Yeah,
Don't worry
buddy.
about the weed.
No, going vegetarian in 2023.
Mm-hmm. Have another crisis.
All because of the RC truck.
All because the RC.
We brought
Yeah.
it full circle, man.
But no, he is welcome to have his hobbies, as I am welcome to have.
Him and I, we're gonna go out. We're
Have
gonna
your Bravo, right?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to flex on him. Hold that up. Hold that
Fine.
up.
No, there's
Orchard.
no flex there. There's no flex.
Dude. Look, his guys. He's
RC
got a guy inside of it.
Yeah, dude.
They're 30-year-old men, people.
Uh,
Just reminding you.
Almost
30.
35.
yeah, dude. I'm plus 30. It's okay.
Little kids can't afford these things.
Hell no.
They don't even work at a coffee shop yet.
Well, that's
And
why
now
this
you know why Silver Foxes drive Corvettes.
Exactly.
skills. You beat me to it. That's exactly what I was just gonna
Dude, I
say.
can't wait till I
I'll
have
be
my
that
Corvette
guy.
and New Balances.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Like,
great.
oh, my shoes are so comfortable getting out with my knee brace on and my
Yeah.
pedal
You know,
grips 'cause I can't work.
It's
at
kind of a
anymore.
weird thing is like the sneakerhead world is now starting to re-embrace New Balances, and it just fucks me up because they've always been corny. They've always
The
looked like
dad
shit.
shoe.
Wow. New Balance
Charlie
made
was saying
some
preach
better
it.
shoes too. They kind of leaned into it. They made more sporty style shoes.
Spartan doesn't get up this early.
But yeah, they are famous for the dad shoe Weber grill, standing out there burning the
Weber
hot
grill.
dogs.
It's got to be the round black Weber too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Morning, Red.
Ooh, red. Welcome.
Morning, Red.
Triple B was just asking where Spartan was, and like Spartan doesn't get up this early.
Not usually.
And Red doesn't usually either, but welcome. Well, not that he doesn't get up this early, but doesn't usually join the wake and bake. They should be on. Becca's here. Red's away.
There's a
I'm
fair
here.
chance.
You're here. We're here together, right?
Bring the chickens. Let's do a chicken
Bring
tour.
Big Mama.
The
What are
chicken
they
tour.
doing in this cold? That's what
Yeah,
I want to
dude.
know.
See somebody go out
What
there.
are the
chilling.
chickens? Do you have a heater out?
They're
Are
chilling.
you? Did you bring them inside? I probably would have.
They're chilling.
Can you imagine DOG and those fucking chickens indoors? Oh my god, be
Oh,
a nightmare, man.
It's just mean mugging each other.
Could you imagine chickens in your house?
No, man.
No added anything else because they're just like shitting and like, like no way.
Fucking pecking at your floor.
Oh man.
No.
Carpet,
I
tearing
got
up the carpet.
Tearing up
Oh,
my
I
shadow
know
carpet.
that scratching that they do in the.
Dude. They'd be
I was
fucking
doing
shit
that
up.
dance move this morning.
Dude, I got my front room in this house has the original fucking like 1970s carpet in it, but they never ever used the room, so it's like immaculate. And it's fucking gold, like shag carpeting, dude. Gold with gold drapes
terrible.
and shit. Yeah,
Becca says house chickens are cool. Becca, I've been in your guys' house. You cannot put chickens in your house.
I heard Rusty Nails. My mom is down there in Florida. My parents are. All my family is bitching about how it was 35. I was like, settle down, Toots. It's 3 here. You want to trade? Let's go.
35. 35 is not cold.
Right? Well, to them, it was 65 the other day. She's like, oh, it's 65, but it's supposed to be 28. I'm like, 28? Let's go. Let's go
I mean-
take a dip in the Grand Traverse Bay.
Yeah.
28 degrees. That's like
That's
iguanas
insane.
falling out of the trees. 28, you know.
Yeah, that's true
Kitten
too.
attack.
Get the
kitten
iguana
butt.
warnings.
Do you remember that? The
You'll get
iguana
pink
stuff
eye,
in the
Astro.
news?
The
Oh,
falling
man.
iguana warnings. Yeah.
Don't touch them because they'll wake up and bite you.
Damn, Georgia Girl guy says it's 3 degrees down in Georgia. Fuck, bro.
There was a bunch of snow in
Damn.
Florida. I saw pictures. Bunch of snow in Florida.
Florida got more
Oh,
snow
cool.
than I did, dude.
Yeah.
That's,
Florida shut down for the snow too, I bet. They're
Oh,
not prepared for that.
that's like when
For
Texas
sure.
got hit, dude. That was
Oh.
terrible.
There was some state that was flexing about their power grid, like our power grid's going to last, and then like
Was it Texas?
instantly aged like milk, and then no, it was like overnight or some shit, or yesterday.
Oh.
It wasn't last season's Texas thing.
Oh,
And then of
okay.
course their fucking power went down for a huge large grids. That's
Texas
your
is a
PSA,
new
man.
state,
I don't get paid by Generac, but I'm telling you, man, if you got some important shit,
They make the best product you can buy, so
Yeah.
you better be damn satisfied with it. Because it comes with an appropriately awesome price tag too, you know. But it is a cool. You have a security that a lot of people don't have. You never have to worry about it. It maintains itself. It checks itself every month. It has a unlimited fuel source.
Shit, it does it every week. It runs the little fucking PMCS every Tuesday.
Yeah, it's awesome.
See, the issue here is that I deal with a lot of flooding issues. So I have 2 sump wells in my basement on both opposite sides of it. And when the rains come and the floods start happening, like the fucking sump pump would cycle like every 16 or 17 seconds for just days. You just fucking fill right back up, drop back down. So if I lose power, I'm looking at like a massive wipeout. So to me, it was smarter for me to spend the $7K on the Generac than it was to try to fucking down and get damage.
And I think 7K is almost that's a pretty good deal, on one of those.
That's installed, done, everything runs the whole fucking everything. I don't have to worry about it.
Deal,
Yeah, peace of mind.
As weird as it is, we live by the Pfizer plant that makes the vaccine and another large medical headquarters.
So your power's with theirs?
We never lose anything. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on the grid. They're right around the corner.
Don't move, man.
Since that whole thing happened, Pfizer has grown significantly, and I'm pretty sure that they got some kind of government pass to do some stuff because my water quality has significantly sucked since. But yeah, electrical never goes out, never, not once. And if it does, it's 2 seconds and it's right back on. It just flicks.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yep.
We don't lose it too much over here either, but I don't know. It's
Oh man,
snowing pretty good. It's snowing pretty good right now.
Sequence lost some super fucking. I think he went like 3 or 4 days with no power. There we go.
I'm
I
doing
know
it.
Red's done some stuff.
There we
Some
go.
heroic stuff with no power.
Oh my god, I go outside.
Garden tour.
Garden tour. Garden tour.
What are you doing?
I don't know what he's
Got
doing.
your flip-flops
he's gonna
on.
do a snow angel?
Go do
Oh,
a snow angel, bro.
Lay down in
Rid
it,
of the
tough
Yeti.
guy.
Belly flop.
Yeah, tough guy.
Do
Lay
it.
down in it.
do it. Do it.
No ball.
Painted lady wouldn't let me come back in the house.
Right.
Right.
You blow your
Go, go,
fucking
go,
knee
go,
out
go.
or
Get
something.
to
man.
strip down naked.
Oh my
Yeah, that's-
god.
Soldier shit.
You were supposed to do a snow angel. What?
You wanted
We
me
were
to show them?
encouraging it.
I thought.
Oh, I just meant like open the curtain. I didn't know you had to go out there in your host slides.
Yeah, I had to show my feet.
Oh, so well, okay. Hi.
Those
Yeah.
are some pretty bitchin' flops.
The host slides.
Are you going to take the RC out in the backyard and rip it around in the snow?
So, fun fact about that: I had to buy it without a battery. So, my batteries show up next Thursday.
It's a long
So it's
way,
like-
bro.
It's like the dad that is sitting there going, "Oh man, I have no battery for the gift that I bought the kids. They're so
Mhm.
excited about." And so he's both. He's the kid and the dad.
Yeah.
Like,
And why
Everyone
doesn't
play
Lansing
with it.
have an RC shop?
There's a shop 20 miles away that
Yeah,
I
that's
might
too
drive
far.
to.
no
Not in this.
way in
No
hell.
way in
The
hell.
highway has been closed.
Everything just keeps turning.
There's a
to
battery
ice.
involved. There's
Weird
RC
hell.
cars to play
There's
with.
no snow.
My wife took my
are you
truck to the
getting in
store
back of your
last night and
RC
came back
car
just
and
bitching.
traveling the 20.
I got a real truck, scale 1 to 1.
Oh wait, no,
truck
you're not. It
outside.
doesn't have no
Ooh.
I'm
battery.
telling you, my wife took my truck to the store last night. She's like, that thing just slides everywhere.
Yeah,
You
they
don't know how
do.
to drive it.
That's why I said, did you put
That's
it in
what's
four-wheel
fun
drive?
about it.
Well, I don't know how.
Oh man, I would love to
That's
fucking.
the whole point of having it.
I
If I
know.
had Sequence's truck, dude, I'd be trying to just walk that bitch down the street. Man.
Dude, it is so fun to drive in this
Yeah.
stuff.
Oof.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
man.
So fun.
Drift everywhere.
Mhm.
I do. I miss my Silverado so much, man.
Cheers, Uncle Rick.
Painted lady said I can't drive 20 miles, chat, so I won't be playing with my truck today.
Mm-mm.
It is cold
Yeah.
out, so it wouldn't be very fun. But I really want to see it do its thing, you know?
I just don't want
Sure.
your obituary to say it was too bad
Died.
he traveled 20 miles to get a battery for his RC car.
Is
Died
that
in
what you would write
2022
my
of this world.
obituary?
If that's
Man
how you
dies
died, yes.
driving 20
because-
miles per tiny truck battery.
Should like, loving father, idiot RC car fan.
Idiot RC fan.
Idiot RC enthusiast.
Never even got to
Life
drive
over
the piece of
battery.
shit. Just crashed.
He spent most of yesterday afternoon cutting the license plate or bumper part out of it because
Dude,
he
you have to
modified
trim
it
some.
and then it didn't fit once he put it back on or something. So like,
That means you did it right.
Exactly.
fucking A. I was like, what are you doing?
Yes.
You got to get the center of gravity really low, chat. So
Dude, Ricky's
Shock
trying to get you to
mount.
throw another log in the fire.
Bravo.
Bro,
body mounts all the way down, chat. Raised the bumpers. Had to trim the body so the bumpers would fit.
Southern hospitality.
It's about approach and departure angle, chat. So if you go up to a big hill, you know, like this, you can't have your bumper hit the hill before your tires. Then you
Right.
can't go up the hill. So I raised the bumpers so the tires will hit before the bumper, and then you can go up the hill. That's
Gotta
the
work like
approach
that.
angle. Gotta do it. Gotta do
Yeah,
it,
dude.
chat. We're climbing rocks.
rock concrete, man.
You'll see, chat.
Wait till
If
he
it makes
starts
you
to
happy-
get a bunch of brass parts in the mail.
I love it.
Follow my Instagram for pictures of my shitty RC truck.
You just have to make its own Instagram.
Yeah, I probably do.
If Baked had,
Oh no.
if Baked hadn't been a pussy, he would have shown up and talked about his little truck too.
He doesn't have one yet.
Where the
Isn't he
fuck
getting
is
one
Baked
now?
at?
Yeah,
man?
he wants to get one.
What the fuck?
So he can drive one of mine. I got a few.
It's gonna be so fun.
Do they make snowmobiles?
You can make whatever you want,
They
man.
make-
snowmobiles.
So Charlie, they make scale construction equipment that actually has hydraulics. So like
What?
Thousands of dollars.
picture an
Of course.
excavator that actually uses hydraulics to move the boom
Steel.
that you can actually scoop dirt with and shit.
Is there like a big market for this?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
There's
huge
probably a
in
big
like
market for everything.
You know, it's like the little kids that play with like the construction
Tonka
stuff
trucks,
growing
yeah,
up,
man.
and I'm
Tonka
like,
trucks from the 70s. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
cool can you make it type thing? And it's like very, very legit.
Yeah, you can wormhole into RC on YouTube. It's crazy. They have like full towns where they build roads, everything. They'll bring in every single piece of equipment to build a road that's an RC car. They'll tear up a road, lay down this, do that, steamroll it. It's insane. They go full scale.
These trucks that we've got, Charlie, they make scale winches for them that you can hook up to the rocks to pull your truck, just like a real one.
Yeah, dude, this
It's
one has a
all-
winch on it.
Look at that other flex. Mm.
It's the
It's
warm
crazy.
wind.
It's deep.
Oh,
It's deep.
Bake's not sleeping. BK, he's
What the
he's
fuck?
been seeing the messages.
Yeah, Baked is up.
He's
He's
busy.
ducking us, man.
Yeah.
He might be working. I don't know.
Well, that
He's
would be a
probably
good.
Something.
That's a good
possible.
point for me to give you a reminder that we will, in fact, be having a show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard
will.
Time for the Bro Show Live. Hopefully, you guys can come through, even if it's just to get away from the fam for a little while and smoke a bowl in peace. We welcome you. Otherwise, come through and fucking chill the other way, man. Hang out.
Yeah, the plants, you know, Baked might be at work. Plants don't know that it's Christmas Eve. They're not taking the day off.
Do they know it's Christmas Eve at all?
They don't. They have no idea, dude.
Thank you,
Nope.
Charlie. You could hear it in your head. I know you could.
What are you listening to right now, Skilbo?
You already know I got music playing, don't you?
Oh yeah, I haven't done it yet, but I'm the same. I'm like an audiophile.
Yeah. man.
So
I'm offended, is what I am.
Why are you offended?
Listen to you.
You're not paying attention to us, Skilbo.
oh,
It's my ADHD, bro. It's like it kind of chills out and allows me to focus if I have something that's.
You got a
steady
crackling
going on.
fire here for you, and you're playing music in your headphones like a teenager.
It's been very
But
distracting.
it's very, very quiet.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's like we're at lunch with some 15-year-old.
Tried to
Real.
send
Dear
marshmallow
bud.
through my TV.
Wait a minute. It was all fun and game when everybody was being a kid again over RC cars, but lo and behold, let me use some music. And now
Right?
Where's
Oh, how the turntables, Skilbo.
The turntables for sure.
Back to the techniques again, man. No, I'm listening to some Grateful Dead, of course. So it's just because it's like a consistent music, it just keeps going and shit. So you gotta
Can you print me
use
parts, dude?
music medically, man.
Dro has a 3D printer. I was gonna start sending him files and be like, how much?
Right.
I want to give
Feels
Dro a
like that
shout out
Silverado
for that really
body, dude.
super dope ass trash dumpster U of M fucking Q-tip bin that he made for you. Sequence.
It's awesome, dude. I just emptied it yesterday. Actually, it's empty right now, so that's nice. But yeah, Dro hooked me up with a University of Michigan Q-tip dumpster for when I do dabs, and actually, it's very, very useful. It sits on the desk and throw them in there.
It is a badass little dumpster.
Oh, he said send them.
Dude, sweet.
We're in.
I'm gonna start buying files left and right.
Where do you guys go get files for those anyway? Give me a
Find them
breadcrumb.
online.
Well, gee, thanks. That's a great breadcrumb. Porgy.
Wow.
It's
3D printing is a
It's
super
that-
huge thing, so they're all over the place.
yeah, I mean, it's
You don't have to make anything. You just Google it. Scale fire extinguisher, and then whatever.
yeah, there's so many.
How much is a 3D printer? Not like a humongous fucking commercial one.
You can get like a good household one, like a commercial, not commercial or whatever, home grade one would be like $280. The Ender Pro 3, I think.
I was gonna say 300 too.
Yeah, they're not bad.
A few $100. It's nothing bad. But like a high end one is like $2,000 to $3,000.
Yeah. Because you can get 3D printers that'll print in like really good material, metal and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, like Stabby was saying, he's got one that does carbon fiber.
It's cool shit. I wonder what the carbon fiber filament costs.
Right. That's a whole nother.
Sorry, chat. We're in the 3D printer world now. Bring us back.
I lost it on this.
It's a wake and bake. We just kind of ease into our day, you know.
Well, it's Christmas Eve. Let's let's end it on a Christmas Eve note. Like, what's a Christmas Eve tradition that you might have, or a Christmas, I don't know, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day tradition? My family, you'll be surprised to know, it was Christmas Eve whiskey sours. My dad would make them, and I'm pretty sure that because they would give my brother and I like a little glass of them, like even with the booze and stuff. My dad would put the like whipped egg white and everything and make them all frothy with the orange slice and the maraschino cherry and the whole thing. And they'd give us a
Fancy.
glass when we were little. I think it was so that we would just like pass out early and then like so they could wrap all of our presents. So yeah, that's our tradition. Is my dad would whip up some fancy whiskey sours.
Christmas morning mimosas is mine.
Ooh, I love
But
that.
you guys have Christmas morning like damn near every wake and bake. This is one of the first ones that you guys haven't toasted us in a while.
We have
no.
we have a bunch of champagne ready though.
Yep.
Okay.
We're kind of
had
known for
coffee this
mimosas
morning.
now.
The most of the crew.
We're kind of known for the mimosas, so we've been getting gifted champagne, which is kind of nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Porch? Any Christmas Eve tradition?
Yeah, my kids, they make cookies for Santa and then I eat them.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What kind of cookies?
Just chocolate chip.
Ooh.
I hate sugar cookies.
Whoa, man.
I have a Christmas tradition where I go to the hobby shop and buy batteries
Every year.
every year. Yep.
Mush. Diamond, put your boots
Charlie?
on. We're getting out there.
There goes your presents.
Make sure you guys
That's
come through
Charlie.
tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Bro Show live and potentially Sequence's eulogy. We'll
We
find
gotta
out
hear
more.
Astros.
Astro,
Yeah,
what's
we're
your
waiting for Charlie.
Movies. We'd go see a movie and then have a dinner at a Chinese restaurant.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
On that too.
Only place that's open.
Yeah.
Unlike battery stores.
Chinese food on Christmas.
You can watch people trying to be assholes where they're all taking they'll put a big platter of lobsters down and then one fat lady will take like 18 of them and everybody's giving her the stink eye like, you fucking bitch. Merry Christmas.
Have a great day, guys. Thanks for joining us.